So guys, I haven't posted in a minute, so I've got a couple of topics I just want to brief you about. Firstly, we have Jody who finally gets his rollout ongoing. Wordz Records suddenly chose a different approach by dropping an article which has information about Jody's album. The title, what inspired him to do that kind of an album, and he also tells us about the kind of sound to expect on his upcoming album. But out of all of that, the main aim was to reveal the album title. So the article reads as, the album title, who is Jody, co-founder, recording artist, songwriter and visionary at Wordz Records, a future multi-millionaire entertainment mogul. What do you have to say about SA hip-hop and where it is in the present? Very interesting times for South African hip-hop right now. From my view, it's clear now that hip-hop in this country is a niche market. It's clear who the actual players are. It's clear to see who stayed down when others fled from the culture. It's clear who stayed down and kept it alive when everyone is saying SA hip-hop fell off. There's an unofficial quality control happening and I'm all for it. The future looks bright for the hip-hop acts that have been active and still are now. A new era of what we call SA hip-hop is upon us. What's your recording process? It all starts with the production, and for the longest time I've been blessed with helping on the most cleanest beats. I used to be an active producer myself, so I believe that helps with how I select instrumentals as well, because I know exactly what I want. I think my process is not complicated at all. I listen to a batch of beats, and if I find something I'm feeling, I start mumbling flows to it to see where the beat takes me. If I find a flow or melody that feels right, I open Cubase, Cubase nigga, and begin recording the flows and melodies I got. Usually I do about 3 different takes, then I keep the parts I love the most from all the 3 takes. Then finally, however those mumbled flows and melodies are recorded, start coming up with the wording according to those records, mumbled flows and melodies. Hope that makes sense. What's your current playlist like? All over the place, different feels and energy, different genres too. To be real, I don't even have time to create an actual playlist unless someone shares a playlist with me. I just play music I want to hear at the time, and that's technically my playlist. What does music mean to you? More specifically, hip-hop. Everything cliche, but it really saved me and my family's lives. Have you ever experienced writer's block? And how do you deal with it? I'm not sure if I've ever experienced writer's block in its fullest form, but I've had many uninspired moments in studio. Those moments are never long though. Just one great beat and I'm fired up again. So pretty much I've never had a well-produced beat and never knew what to say. It would just be a struggle of how to say it. What album introduced you to hip-hop? Me Against the World. How would you describe your sound? Is there even a description for it? I don't even want to say I have a sound. It feels like I'd be boxing my creativity in. Great music is my sound. I just believe good music is good music regardless, no matter the type of style, culture, etc. What do you want your friends or people in general to take from it? Never take time for granted. Spend it wisely, it's extremely expensive. What's different about this project and how has it affected you personally and as an artist? It's my debut solo album, haha, that's what's different. The stakes are very high. It's the most important project in a rapper's career. Make or break type shit. Personally, I've sacrificed quite a bit to create this album. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, a big chunk of me is imprinted on this project. What does time mean to you? God's way of preventing humans from experiencing everything at once. Why the title? It's all about time. There's time for everything. To be happy, to be sad, to be strong, to accept defeat, a time to win, time to grind, time sacrificed, time wasted, waiting for the perfect timing, time to fight, to heal, trusting time to reveal all things. Time is very precious, and if one has goals and dreams, every waking day should be dedicated towards a shine o'clock. And lastly, the album title is Shine O'Clock. So yeah guys, that's what the article reads as. Jody decided to name his album Shine O'Clock. Don't really know what inspired him to name his album Shine O'Clock, but I guess it speaks for itself. It is time to shine. My views on the title. I think the title is really weak. He could have done better. But again, we just have to understand that we're not always gonna have an album title with names like Sunset Stories, Revenge is Sweet and all that. It all comes out of what inspired him to do that kind of an album that he's currently preparing to drop. And we can see that what inspired him to make this kind of an album is time. Since people always wanted Benchmark to split up, this is him saying it's my time to shine as a solo artist. Plus this project will be his debut album since he went solo. I was just worried with the rollout plan, but now I have a feeling of relief since he's now making moves differently. Hope it works for him though. Can't wait to hear what he did on the project come July for him to drop. But anyway guys, how do you feel about the Shine O'Clock album title? Do you guys think it's really a strong title for a debut album? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And moving on to the next topic, interestingly, Wordz came out to announce that he's dropping an album on the 7th of July. The album title is People Forget to Be People. And so far from the project, he has released Training Day Interlude as a lead single. We know it's always crazy when Mesh Beats links up with TWC X members. The lead single of Wordz' album, Training Day, is produced by Mesh Beats, and Wordz did justice to that beat. But I can't really rate that single anything above 6, but besides all that, I can't wait to hear what he has to offer. His previous album, Product of a Praying Mother, did good for him, but it didn't really cement his name in the game. I'm pretty much sure that to many people, Wordz is still an upcoming rapper. He still has a lot to prove. But let's hope this time his album will do justice for him. And again, Wordz hasn't really released his features. Do you guys think we'll see any TWCX members there, especially A-Reece? Share your thoughts down below. According to me, I think we might see A-Reece on the album because him and Reece don't really beef like that, even though lately things have been hectic. But deep down, I think Wordz and Reece are cool with each other. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Peace out.